All right, let's do the mic check. All right, I was muted, talking while muted. Very, very common. All right, yeah, I got to a bit of a slow start today. Uh, Combination of things, horrible sleep habits and bad allergies. But let's get started on this, and hopefully I will finish this painting that I'm working on today on stream. That's the goal, at least. And I think it's probably doable, possibly. All right, just need to get the face cam working. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Welcome everybody. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. Um, yeah, like I said, I'll be working on this painting today. Hopefully I can get it done. So I've developed it a bit off stream. I was able to put in a couple hours, not a ton, but I don't know, maybe trying to think, maybe 3 hours, probably less, but a little bit of time to develop it, which I'm really happy with where it's at so far. Just need to kind of take it to a finish. Camera, can you stop wigging out on me? Thanks. So I have a face tracking thing on my face cam because I move around a lot and I wanted the space it took to be smaller so that I could have more space for the painting and palette in case anybody wanted to see uh, those things. So the face tracking is so that theoretically when I move, I stay in camera, but it's not perfect. There there are better solutions out there if I ever get to the point where I feel like investing in those would be worth it. But yeah, I think quick and uh, free solution for now. And there's a ton of OBS plugins that let you do a ton of things if anyone's interested in streaming or actually recording too. You can use it to record. But they're not perfect, not like a lot of them aren't what I'd call like professional standards, let's say. We'll put it that way. But a lot of people do a lot of really amazing things with them. So I don't want it to sound like I'm disparaging them. It's just they come with some inherent flaws. Hey, Don Lee, welcome. Speaking of streamers, Don Lee, the streamer friend of mine who streams over on Twitch and does digital artwork. You can see his name, Don Leo, there. That's his Twitch name, too, so you can follow him on Twitch. Sorry you can't share links, Don Lee. I would let you share links if I knew how to actually control my moderation settings to allow it. How you doing? Hey, Cassandra's over on Twitch chat. Scrapey, scrapey. Yep. Just cleaning off the palette a little. Um, you know, it's good to freshen up the palette occasionally. Make space for, fresh paint. Only says, yeah, I know YouTube will uh bonk me. Yeah, it will. In general, the moderation settings on YouTube are more what's it called? Strict, but um they're also less nuanced. But they seem to hate Don Lee in particular for some reason. How are you feeling, Cassandra? Hope you're feeling a bit better. I desperately want off the couch, but the cat has chosen me as his bed. Send help. No can do. You can always get up and make it up to the cat by providing snacks. Sandra says, I can smell and taste things today. Oh, that's good. Obviously, Cassandra has COVID. That's so. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. All right. So the plan, the goal, the aspiration is to finish this painting today. I've said that earlier in case, but I don't know when people joining in, so apologies if I'm repeating myself. I'll do that a lot. That's what I find streaming is, a lot of me repeating myself and apologizing to everyone who's heard me already. All right, Donley is saying your painting is coming along nicely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cassandra asks, how big is that? It is 9 by 12. So, get an idea of how big my hands are now. But yeah, 9 by 12. That's probably going to be my go-to size for a while for, we'll call them quick paintings or stream paintings. I cut a few boards. Not all of these are sanded yet, but I at least cut a few. So I've got some stock to get through. Um, I can cut these larger, or I can not cut them as small, but at a certain size, they get all wobbly. Actually, I can go. You know what? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna get one of the boards that I do have. That's so you all can see. Um, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, you can buy these thicker, this and thinner. Honestly, I would never buy these any thinner, but you can buy these a bit thicker. They're just more expensive. It doubles the weight and thickness and the cost. But yeah, here, well, yeah, seems a reasonable size for time's sake. Yes, it's a good 9 by 12 is a great size for like, if you want to paint quickly, and also it's like big enough that you can do portraits on it or full figure. They start getting small when it's full figure, but half figure, stuff like that. So it's a pretty good like small size that doesn't feel too small. I have this one. You can see yourself in it a little bit, but you can see it's a bit wobbly. If I'm not mistaken, this is 24 by 24 right now. No, it's a little larger than 24 by 24. 32 by 32 maybe? What is that? Oh, it's almost 24 by 24. Okay. It's like 24 and a quarter inch. And then this would also be, oh, this is 27. So 24 by 27, odd shape. This is for, I'm going to cut this down to size, of course. But you can see it has some flex to it. That's not the worst thing in the world, but this is probably any bigger and it would have way too much flex to it. And you can see it at least keeps its shape sort of, right? Like if it was like completely flopping over, that'd be a big problem. But this size is probably as large as you can use. You can make one of these ABS panels at this, at this thickness, which is 1/8 of an inch. If you go up to 1/4 of an inch, I'm sure you can make them a lot bigger. But it literally doubles the price. So. But yeah, it was, I'm trying to remember. I think I bought it was an 8 by 4 foot sheet and 2 cuts, and it came out to like $100. Only reason I had them cut it was because I couldn't fit it in my car. Uh, otherwise, because they charged me like, what was it? I think they charged me $25 or $22 for 2 cuts, and only reason I had to have it cut was because it just would not fit in the car. Yeah, that's something I think. Like I like small cars, I like sporty cars, but that's one thing where like being an artist and you know, um, like having a large car, having a utility type of car that has like a big back, big spaces, all that stuff is very useful. All right, so some of this painting is still wet, some of it is not. So I'm going to try and oil out and be careful not to hit the wet spots. Do my best. Cargo space is king. It is. It's super useful. It just sucks that like, the trade-off just sucks. I grew up driving uh we'll say more like European cars, so I like um the smaller sized cars. The big boats just don't, they just feel weird to me. But yes, cargo space, um, you know, it is useful. It is useful. Like I never thought of owning like a pickup truck, but when I was picking this up, I was just like, man, if I had a pickup truck and I could just, throw it in the pickup truck, throw the lid over it and just drive away, uh I would have saved myself like 25 bucks on the cutting. Now, I'd probably waste 25 bucks on gas long run, so might not be worth it, but there's all kinds of times where having that cargo space would be so useful. I don't know if a pickup truck or a van, type of thing. I don't know. Not making any plans on getting anything anytime soon, but it's just one of those things that did come up. Also, I'll say being in Texas, like everyone here seems to have an oversized car. So it is very frustrating sometimes to be driving around in a somewhat smaller car, um, because of everybody else. Let's see, Dunley says, if you were doing more plein air painting, I think a larger vehicle would be pretty useful. Yeah, plein air, a larger car would be useful, depending. Um, yeah, depending. And then if I was doing more shows, it would definitely be very useful because that is way too light. All right, because you know, driving paintings out to shows and everything like that, it would be. Also, if I was doing a lot larger paintings all the time, which I do think is, you know, is in the future. It's not right now, but it's definitely in the future coming. Let's see. Donnelly says, "LOL. Good luck finding your car in a parking lot hidden between the giant truck." Oh yeah, that happens all the time. That and like not being able to find the car at the parking lot because you're just like, I've had that happen to me so many times where I walk out and I'm like, did someone steal my car? Because I remember it being right there. And it's like, no, it's just hidden amongst the trucks. But that's not the main annoyance. The main annoyance is like, oh, I'm trying to pull out of onto a street or something, and there's another car, and I can't see anything now because of the all the other cars that are just giants. It's like, okay. And like, everyone, I know some people use their cars legitimately for work and things, but like, I know a lot of people don't. And it's just a status thingy that to me makes no sense. So, whatever. And then the other thing I've seen a lot more of lately is the Cybertruck. Is we're in Austin, and Tesla's here, so seen a lot more Cybertrucks lately, and those are the dumbest cars, I think. I'm a little too far with that. I'm just cleaning it up a bit. I do apologize. If someone likes a Cybertruck, obviously everyone's welcome to like whatever they like, but oh my god, I think they're the dumbest things ever. Let's see. Donnelly says, I've seen several videos showing how non-durable those Cybertrucks are when compared to normal trucks. Yeah, but they're more durable than normal trucks when it comes to taking bullets for when that comes up all the time. Like, okay. My favorite are the videos of the fanboys who are trying to show how good the Cybertruck is, and they're like, "Oh, they improved uh, the automatic frunk closing mechanism, and it won't chop your finger off anymore." And they prove it by sticking their finger in it to show that it won't chop their finger off, and it, in all fairness, did not chop anyone's finger off. I'm pretty sure it broke bone and gave them nerve damage, but no fingers were chopped off. For what it's for what it's worth. But yeah, those ones are my favorite because it's just dumb people being so dumb, and it's just like I I like, I believe that like, everyone's going to make mistakes and be dumb and do things that, they shouldn't, and just because someone makes a mistake doesn't mean they always deserve it, and so on and so forth. But I mean, there's a limit to that. Don Lee says, "What's that about bullet resistance?" Oh yeah, the the what's it called? The Cybertruck is more bullet resistant than most cars because it's made out of stainless steel. At least until the stainless steel rusts through because they didn't put a coating on it. But, you know, until then, the stainless steel is slightly more bulletproof than most cars. And Donnelly says, yeah, the trunk closing thing is dumb. It is. It is very dumb. And those people are very dumb. And I'm sorry, but I kind of think they deserve the finger pain from that one. Because it's not like it's advertised as finger friendly or anything like that. It's just saying now it won't chop your finger off, you know? Cassandra says, and some people make being dumb their personality. Yeah, that too. Yeah. Yeah. I've over time I've become a bit more forgiving about that in general. Like I feel like, people just don't have the time to like know everything and be up to date on everything. But I'm sorry, a trunk closing on your hand, we all know. We all know, right? Like everybody knows. So I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't give that one to anybody unless they're four. Sandra says LOL. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. When I was a kid, my mom closed the car door on my hand once by accident. Um, and it was, it was one of those situations where it was in my fault for like getting out of the car and then darting back, trying to dart my hand back in to get something while she was in the middle of closing it. Um, but yeah, I learned not to do that again, you know? Painful way of learning that, unfortunately, but you know, what can you do? I was five. Cassandra says, "Oh, yep, that happened to me as a kid and I lost a fingernail. Ah, that sucks." Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, kids are going to be kids and be dumb and do stupid things like that, but if you're old enough to buy the car, I'm not going to cry for your damaged finger. At least not under those circumstances. Did the fingernail ever grow back, or did you lose it forever? Usually, I mean, they grow back, but you know, sometimes they don't. It came back. Good. Glad to hear that. I have a friend, she cut herself on her thumb back here, and I guess it severed the tendon. So now she can't make her thumb, like this part of the thumb, she can't maneuver it, which really sucks. Sandra says, but it was gross and definitely took uh, joy in freaking out my classmates with it. Oh, that's fun. Yeah. Yeah, no, Emily says, ouch. Yeah, yeah, the tendon thing, that really sucks. It wasn't a big injury either. It's surprising how little it can take sometimes. You know, I think it's really interesting how, like, as, as humans, we're so unbelievably fragile. Um, all of us. Like, it's remarkable how fragile we are. And then at the same time, how absolutely like indestructible some people seem to be. I think that's so interesting. I'm trying really, really hard on this painting not to overpaint it. It's like I'm really liking a lot of the painting and I really, really, really don't want to overpaint it. But I also don't want to underpaint it, of course. Although I guess I should probably favor underpainting it than overpainting it. Like if I have to choose one, I should probably favor that. Thought for a second I got my hair was coming into the screen. Oh, I'm off. I'm off camera. Sorry, I'm running out of palette space, so I'm mixing off camera. Try to mix on camera as much as I can, but my what's it called? My palette habits are not the best in the world. If anyone wants to know good ways of good palette what is it called? I don't think it's called eti palette etiquette. Um, don't don't take mine. It's not good. Cassandra says question, answer. Wow, that was easy. Sorry, I'm a smartass sometimes. Go on. What's your question? You said you had a heavy gesso. What kind is it? Cassandra says I can't call you what you are because I'll get auto modded. Yes, true. Um, the gesso I have is oh, you can't see it. Blick white gesso, and it is not a heavy body gesso. It just feels very thick and heavy to me. I don't like it. I'm not saying it's a bad gesso. I just don't like gesso. Like I have never found a gesso I like. If I do, I'll let you know. But yeah, I just don't like gesso. That's so far my conclusion. This is just what I just got is like cake frosting almost. It's so thick. Yeah, this feels kind of like that to me too. But it's not heavy body necessarily, it just feels maybe it's a little thinner. I don't know. Don't to me it doesn't feel thinner, but like maybe it is. I don't know. There's almost nothing about this gesso that I like. there's no redeeming qualities to this gesso. And once again, I'm not even saying it about this gesso. Um, like I'm not even saying it that it's like a particularly bad gesso. I don't think it is. It's just I don't like gesso or gesso, right? Yeah. I don't know. Personally, I think a a more liquidy gesso would be better than a thicker gesso. Um, but that only if the surface you're painting on um, is smooth, to begin with. If it's a thick surface or a rough surface, I could see a thick gesso maybe being useful. I know some gessos, well, okay, you can sand most gesso, but it's such a pain. I don't know. I Yeah, I'm not a fan. I am just not a fan of gesso. That's what it boils down to. Maybe there are different, different varieties out there, or makers where I would find it like I'd like it, but yeah. Of course, if I was painting in acrylics, I might find it very different. But generally speaking, I find gesso to be um, very, very, very dry. Like it just sucks the moisture out of the paint, and I hate that. And just as I'm legitimately wet sanding gesso right now. Oh, that sounds horrible. Also, why are you wet sanding it just so that you don't have dust? Because you don't, my understanding is you don't have to wet sand it. I could be wrong. It's meditative, but I prefer, okay. I was trying to say I'd prefer to do less of it. Well, yeah. I sanded a couple panels, and after like four, I was just like, it's hot outside. I don't really want to keep doing this. I will be trying to uh the panels soon, but I have specific plans I need for certain sizes for. Okay. I still have a copper panel I need to try. I bought it. I have yet to try it out. I don't have any plans for the copper panel. I just need to, I need to come up with a painting that I think will be good for it and then do it. Definitely need something with like warm skin tones because it's just so perfect for that. I'm losing the shape of the lips a little. I need to go back and fix that. Okay, I like that, but I need to soften up those edges just a little bit. Nope. All right, I need to get a little closer. So if I get into frame, I'm sorry, but sorry about that. I guess I forgot to mute my phone. Sorry if you guys heard that. That was me. Definitely messed up the shape of these lips a little bit. See if I can get that back. And those are peepers to see if I can pull it back, Donley. Is that the idea? My eyes of watching fullness. I see. Fair enough. All right, I need to take a second and stretch my back and take my gloves off. I'm so hot in here right now. It's ridiculous. Little back stretch. I paint standing up, and there's a lot of advantages to that. You know, obviously it's a lot easier to step back, step close, and move around. Uh, it also has some disadvantages, for sure. Although when filming, I'll be honest, I would, when I was painting sitting down, I'd hurt my back just as much, if not more, because I'd have to contort myself around the camera, which is a lot harder to do sitting down than it is standing up. Smash button. Hey man, what's up? Hey, how's it going? How you doing? Uh, just working on this painting. Needed a quick break to stretch and everything. Yeah, otherwise I don't know. Oh, I should mention this week. No stream on Tuesday, Thursday only. Forgot to mention that. I'll try and mention it a few more times. Yeah, no stream on Tuesday, so Thursday only. Is Cassandra says she put down some paint on a palette before she went out of town, and some of it, not all, but some of it's still wet. Is it a like stay wet palette? The glass palette I put between two plastic lunch trays. So it's semi-closed environment, but no added moisture. Interesting. What size canvas are you painting on? 11 by 17? No, it's 9 by 12. Similar. It's not a huge difference between the two, but yeah, 9 by 12. Oh, that's crazy that your acrylic stayed uh, wet for so long, Cassandra. And I know there are open acrylics, but still, I would not expect that. Magic, yeah, seriously. Smash Button says the next Tron movie, Nine Inch Nails, is making the music for it. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a fan of Nine Inch Nails, so that sounds like it could be really fun. Sandra says I'm very excited about that soundtrack. Interesting. I mean, not interesting, but yeah, I'll be interested to hear it, I should say. Cassandra says Golden even says that water can make them dry faster. Interesting. Chemistry is so fascinating. Smash Button says Daft Punk did the other Tron movie. Hmm, I don't remember it being particularly good, but whatever. Dunley says it sounds promising. Oh yeah, didn't Daft Punk do the previous Tron movie? Yeah, yeah. Tron Ares sounds like it's going to be more sinister. We'll see. I don't have high hopes for it because the last Tron movie did not blow me away. But it could be good. I don't wanna say it's not going to be good. Cassandra says, I respect Golden for going through so much care to document their stuff. Yeah, they do a good job of that. And they do a lot of research into painting materials and stuff like that. A lot more than than a lot of other companies. What's it called? All the what's it the amount of research that goes into paint supplies and paint stuff is very interesting. It's like simultaneously a ton of research and very, very little, which I think is kind of interesting. Like in a way, it's like a ton of research for something that's so, um, so small and so niche in a lot of ways. But there's still so much to do, and they don't. Nobody researches a ton of things in it. Um, yeah, and some of the research just takes years and years. So. Because then it's just, are you saying it's an art and a science? Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I did like I mean, it's so long ago that it's kind of hard to really judge it properly, but I did like the original Tron. Um, I I don't know. I'm curious where they're going to go with it. It has a lot of potential, but we'll see. Let's see. They got to come out with Star Wars Andor season 2 already. I haven't seen season 1. I'm kind of burnt out on Star Wars, so to be honest. I you know, I was a Star Wars fan back in the day, uh, but too many things have come out that just mm, I'm just tired. It's just not too much, too much stuff that isn't good enough. So I don't know. I've heard Andor is good. I have heard that. I haven't got into it. I feel the same way about most Marvel stuff. I used to be a huge Marvel fan. Um, but oh geez, too just you know, it's not burnout as so much like if if I enjoyed everything that came out, I think there wouldn't be burnout, but there's just been too much that I've not really been into, and so it leads to burnout. Deadpool Wolverine was a bit of a turnaround, so we'll see, you know. Cassandra says burnout turned apathy. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's sad that I'm at the place where I don't, they announce a new Marvel movie and I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Like, not every Marvel thing has to be for me, right? That's fine. I don't mind that, but too much of it has been just meh. Dunley says, haven't gotten to see the most recent Deadpool yet. Looking forward to it. Yeah, it it was good. I think it was good. I know some people didn't, or what. I don't care. I thought it was pretty good. Is it like astonishing? No, it's not like amazingly good, but it's fun. It's a fun Marvel movie. So it pulls off being what it needs to be, you know. Only so it's just good to hear they didn't drop the ball on Deadpool movie. No, they didn't. If you like the previous Deadpool movies, you'll like this one. It's very, you know, very much the same in the positive, you know. I mean, there are some aspects to it that I like wasn't a fan of, I'll be honest, or there are a few things, but it's not the worst thing in the world. You were a bit concerned when you heard they changed directors. They changed directors on the second one already, if I'm not mistaken. Donnelly says, true, dropping the original director was especially worrying just because he did such an incredible job. I agree. I agree. But I will say kudos to, what's his name? Uh, Ryan Reynolds. He seems to be acting as like the steward of Deadpool, and he seems to be doing a good job. So I think he's doing a fantastic job of like taking care of the character, at least in the movies, you know? So that's credit where credit's due for sure. Emily says agreed, yeah. Hey Des, good to see you. Donnelly says, hard to believe how hard they tried to poop all over a comic version of Deadpool in the X-Men Origins Wolverine movie. Oh yeah, that I can't not understand what that was about. I have no idea. That was the most bizarre depiction of Deadpool I'd ever seen. I don't know what happened there. Oh, Des, I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to mention something to you about what we were talking about regarding varnishing and removing the varnish. I didn't have time to type it to you. If you're looking to remove Gamvar, you can do it with Gamsol. So all it takes is a bit of Gamsol and it will remove the Gamvar. Obviously, that doesn't mean you have to remove your varnish if you don't want to, but I'm just letting you know that's all it takes is a little bit of Gamsol and it'll come off. Uh, hey, what's up, Des? Des says looking into it and will take a few days after removing a small patch before I can then revarnish. Not sure I have the time for that. Fair enough. So there's a new Aliens movie that came out, and I'm debating going to see it. A friend of mine wants to go see it. I'm debating if I should go with him or not. I have not heard anything about it, so I don't know. Uh, let's see. Um, Sandra says, I did not like Prometheus at all. Weird plot holes and surgical horror were a no-go. I haven't seen it. Look, meh. Um, oh, Des says, I remember going to the first one in movie theaters when I was a teenager. Actually, I was 10, not a teenager. Yeah, not exactly the right age for that movie, if I'm being honest. A little young, probably. Prometheus didn't look interesting to me, but I don't know if the new one is like Prometheus or is it. I thought I saw a trailer for it that looked more like the original movies, or trying at least, but with a younger cast. That says actually it was the 1986 one, not the original, so you were 17. Okay, a little better. He says, just saw Jim Lee posted one of the rejected letters he received from early in his attempts to start a career in comics. Oh, that's fun. I mean, even Frank Frazetta had a hard time early in his career, you know? It's worth keeping that in mind. But also something else to take away from Frank Frazetta is that, if we're being honest, I do think his oil paintings and his illustration work were far better than his comic book art. So sometimes it's also worth considering that maybe you just haven't found your thing yet. It's also worth keeping in mind. And that's definitely how I've felt with oil painting versus like comics and stuff like that, because I originally got into comics, but man, oil painting just is the thing for me. Um, it's just worth keeping in mind that sometimes you don't know, what's going to turn out to be the thing that really clicks for you, regardless of what you think it might be at the time. Let's see. Emily says, I just watched a YouTube video from Frazetta Girls, Frank Frazetta granddaughter's YouTube channel, where she talks history of Frazetta and told the story of Frazetta's trouble early on. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to check it out. All right, I need a second to take a quick break. Only thing I like, I haven't seen the Frazetta Girls, so I don't know, but a lot of Frank Frazetta's like earlier documentary stuff, they tried to overhype him. And I always found that very, very frustrating. It was like, you don't need to overhype Frank Frazetta. He's amazing. Like, you don't need to create a fake mythology of him. He's fantastic as, you know, true to life. Like you don't need to do that. Um, and I always found that very frustrating when they did do that. That says trying to increase the dollars for his work. I don't know. Like some of it just, yeah, I don't know what the thought process was for it, but yeah, I don't. Conley says Frazetta was in the habit of overhyping himself, to be honest. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Lost Pixel, good to see you. How you doing? How are you all today? Doing pretty good. Good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just trying to finish, see if I can finish this painting today, which I'm not sure I can, but I'm trying. And it's one of those paintings where, like, in a way, I could probably just call it done at the very moment and be like, yeah, it's fine. But I do want a little more to it. Is the person applying makeup or about to stab their own eye out? Makeup. Although, uh, applying that stuff feels like stabbing your eye out. I don't know how women do it. Or actually, women do it the most, but anybody who wears that stuff, I don't know how you all do it. Nope. Messed that up. Des says sometimes it happens. Yeah. Cassandra says I poked my eye with liquid eyeliner once and my whole eye turned black like a demon until it washed out. Freaky. Yeah, it's freaky. I have seen eye drops that do that on purpose, which I have to say look freaking cool. And I kind of want to try those if it wouldn't hurt my eye in any way, you know? Like if it just felt like putting in regular eye drops and it was didn't like agitate my eye like crazy, I kind of want to try that. Sandra says, yeah, that worries me. I need eyeballs. Yes. Yeah. I used to not be able to put eye drops in my eyes at all, like any kind of eye drops. But allergies, having horrible allergies has made me really good at putting in eye drops because I have to. Cassandra says, I definitely flinch every time. I used to be that way. When I used to go to the eye doctor and they put eye drops in to like dilate your eyes and all that. The eye doctor used to have to physically hold me in place to do it. Um, Practically like restrain me in order to do it. Um, yeah. Now I can put eye drops in one-handed. One-handed without a mirror. Like I could just anytime I need it, just no problem. I still can't let other people do it though. That freaks me out. But doing it myself is fine. It's definitely too light, but I'll tone it down in a second. Take that back. Maybe it's not too light once spread out. Yeah, I've put on makeup a few times for like Halloween and stuff like that, and I hate it every time. It's just misery. I don't understand how people do wear makeup all the time, for any reason. It says if I put anything on my eyes water anything on my eyes water constantly, I have a burning feeling in my mouth, then my asthma starts, foundation, eyeliner, mascara, whatever it is. Wow, that's crazy. Cassandra says just take some practice and a desire. Yeah, no. I don't agree. But I understand. Definitely takes a desire, that's for sure. One I do not have. Absolutely not. Oh, we have a visitor. It's a little friend. Lost Pixel redeemed show cat on stream. Yes. Preston. Hi, little guy. Hi. Oh, come on, little buddy. Oh, look at you. Why are you licking my nose? Preston. He's making very, very small biscuits on my shoulder right now. You probably can't even see them moving, but I can feel the claws fluctuating from one paw to the other. Why do you like to lick my fingers so much? He's so cute. Oh, I'm trying not to breathe into his ear. Yeah, see, like that. Also trying to not put my eyes in his fur because then I'll have hair in my eyes. Isn't that right, Tristan? Okay. Oh, look at the fluffy belly. Wait, wait, get your tail. Get your tail. How? Not my fingers, your tail. Is your tail yummy? Okay, I'll put you down. Oh my God, the hair. Ugh, so much fur. Fur on painting? Uh, no, doesn't look like any of it got to the painting this time. I'm sure there's going to be some at some point, or there's already some in the paint, but none of it landed on the painting right now. I'm a good, I don't know, 3 or 4 feet from the painting. So, yeah, it does happen, you know. That's what the varnish is for. Hey, Mark, good to see you. What are you doing? Good, thanks. Good. Only says for on the painting is the finishing touch. It puts it on like a meme of a chef putting on salt. No. Yeah, no, I do not, but that's funny. Doing good? Good. Glad to hear that. I'm hoping, I've said this before, but I'm hoping to finish this painting today. I might not finish all of it on stream because that is very challenging, but we'll see. It's I don't know. It's not like miles from finished, so maybe. Definitely a little crooked, but I'll fix that in a minute. Like the continuation here needs to be out here. And that needs to be straightened out now. Yeah. A little too late for that part, but there we go. It's a little softer. Does it look more like the person's putting on eyeliner now to the viewers? It's hard sometimes for me to tell. Yes? Okay, cool. Sometimes as the creator of something, it's so hard to tell how it's perceived by others. Lost Pixels' implement no longer looks vague enough to be possibly a scalpel. That's good. Lost Pixels, to be fair, there are some makeup application tools that also looks like scalpel. Oh, yeah, that's true. True. Trying to keep my head out of the picture as much as I can, but right now it's the section where it's like sometimes I can't help it. Want to hear something goofy? Sure. Let's see. So I started posting more of different platforms since I started the whole Twitch thing. This one channel on Insta messaged me saying they would showcase my art if I paid them $10 on their channel. I didn't respond because, obvious. Anyways, 12 hours later, they sent me another message and it was just $5. Just $5 was all the second message had. Oh, $5 with a question mark. I got it. It made me laugh. That's funny. Quite a negotiating tactic they've got there. What I get for not cleaning my brush properly. I mean, I will say just $5. I mean, it depends, probably not worth it anyways, because it's probably just nonsense. But at that price, you're just like, it's almost like, well, whatever. It's just $5. But I actually, I won like I applied to a show. I applied to a couple shows and got accepted, but because of COVID, some of them became uh, all online shows, and I got like almost no traction from being included in someone's Instagram show, So I don't know. even at $5, I will say I don't know that it's really that it would be worth it. Oh, so that painting I did for the charity, I sort of got a follow up, which was um, it um, like the person I was talking to got back to me and sent me a thing from the organizers, but like my painting and all the information wasn't on that, so I still am not sure who bought my painting and how much they paid for it or anything. So I'm going to be calling the um, people who are running the auction and the charity and see if I can't get some information, because I feel like uh, I feel like that's the least they could do. Kind of inform me of what happened to the painting and who has it now. Because I'd like to contact the people whoever has it. I want to contact them and offer to come by and varnish it as well. That's another reason I want the information. So, anyways, the lesson I learned from this is never do it last minute. If I can't get it in well before the time, I just I can't do it, unfortunately. Trying to get it in at the last minute like that, I think was the big problem. So, and it's unfortunate because they have another auction for another same charity, I think, but another event. And I have more time to try and do something for it, but with how they run it, I'm a little turned off from trying it again. Master says, I'm not keen on sending money. I would need to set up a whole other thing disconnected from my bank entirely with an online card. And that is too much hassle to bother with. Oh, I got it. Sending money for the, yeah, yeah. Okay, that is what I want to do here, but I need to clean this up a little first. That is a little too bright, just a little. Okay, I need to make some subtle adjustments right there. This part is like not every change, but so many of them changes now are just like very, very, very subtle little adjustments to things. Although am messing up some of it, which is causing it to be a little more drastic. Why do I keep picking uh, models with curly hair? I hate painting curly hair. Why do I do this to myself? Artistic paradox? Yeah, seriously. Well, sadly, I gotta go do stuff. I'll lurk while I'm gone. Hey, no worries, Lost Pixel. Honestly, I'm getting, I'm not quite done with the stream yet, but I'm starting to get towards the end of it. Um, I'm going to need a long break so that I don't mess this up as I keep painting. So I'm going to be I'm going to be ending stream soonish. I try and go longer on Sundays, but yeah, sometimes I just can't uh, do it. Also, oh, in case anybody didn't hear, this week, Thursday only, I will not be streaming on Tuesday. So Thursday only, and then Sunday. And a reminder, the 25th, we have Portrait Artist of the Year paint along. So anyone who wants to have a good time and be a part of that, all mediums are welcome. Digital, um, all and every medium other than AI, because that's not a medium. Everything else is welcome. So the 25th, there is an event in my Discord. So best place to be a part of things is to join the Discord. I know you know that, Lost Pixel. I'm just saying in general. Dresden, why are you afraid of something you've seen a million times before, little boy? Let's see. Dunley says, can you do me a favor and peek in your Discord in general? I know you can't share on stream because of your stream setup. Sorry for asking this while you have gloves on. That's fine. Oh shoot, I totally forgot. I did not. Wait, is my Discord open? Okay, let me start my Discord. I restart my computer before I stream, and I sometimes forget to turn on Discord. Oh, that's cute, Donley. I can't share it on screen, but I can share the link. I can't. It's too long to share the link. That's funny. I'll share in Discord and on Twitch. That's best I can do. That's pretty funny though. No, Dresden, no. Hey, no. That is not for you to scratch at. Yeah, so if anyone's curious, join the Discord to see what Donnelly just shared. What I just shared. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Donnelly made it, so yeah, it's pretty funny. All right, everybody. I'm gonna bring Dresden in, and then I'm gonna say goodbye to the stream. Say goodbye, Dresden. Dresden, say goodbye. For the record, he is not fat. I know he looks large in the on camera, but he's just so fluffy. He's actually a very lanky and thin cat. Isn't that right, Tristan? Floof. Yeah, no, he's all floof. I mean, look at this. Just floof. Mm. Say goodbye, Tristan. Get the tail. Get the tail. There you go. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Stream on Thursday. No Tuesday stream. And I'm on my Discord. And the 25th. Remember, Portrait Artist of the Year paint along for everybody who wants to participate and have a good time. Okay, Tristan.